CEPEJ intervention at Ijakpa Primary School's substandard school building. In line with its core mandate, an environmental non-governmental organization, Center for Peace and Environmental Justice, CEPEJ, in April 2019, visited one of the substandard schools in Ijakpa community of Uye local government area of Delta State, where the NGO raised an alarm over the school environment that has been bastardized as a result of indiscriminate dumping of refuse in and around its premises, and the alleged failure of the Delta State government and its agencies to build the school's permanent site that is conducive for learning. After a series of letters to and engagement with the Delta State government and other stakeholders in July 2019 on the need for government and other relevant stakeholders to complete the new school building project, which had been abandoned for over 9 years, the Center for Peace and Environmental Justice is happy to express its satisfaction over the prompt response by the Okowa Administration to the school building project, which has progressed from the foundation to the roofing stage. In an interview, the headmistress of the school, Mrs. Omavoria Margaret, appreciated CEPEJ's national coordinator, Comrade Sheriff Muladi, for his intervention, stressing that the efforts of the Center for Peace and Environmental Justice have made the school building a reality. She also commended and appealed to the Delta State government to make provisions for security through perimeter fencing of the school new building.
After the visit of Center for Peace and Environmental Justice, after their visit, the school is built and it's almost coming to the completion. There is progress now. The school, that is the school, the Ijakpa Primary School, have been set up, and they build it, they roof it now. So maybe by second term now, we now move from that old site and come to the permanent site. We need the security, then a fence. They should fence the school round, then employ a security man who will take care of the school, then a nanny or that will take care of the toilet. I'm happy. I thank the government, that is our governor, Okowa. I thank him for this progress that he have, the building that he has set up for us, the Ijakpa Primary School. Because the school has been approved for almost 9 years now. There was nothing done. But when the environmental and peace for when they came, to when they saw everything, and I appealed to them and they said they will help. And now, through that, through their effort now, the school has been set up now.
Some pupils of the school also commended the Delta State government for providing them with a new and conducive learning environment, but urged the state government to expedite action towards completing the school building project. They also appealed to government to provide buses for the school.
What is your name?
Okowa.
What class are you?
Primary 5.
Which school?
Ijakpa Primary School.
Okay. You've seen your new building. What do you say? What will you have to say to the Delta State governor?
Thank you. Thank you for building us a new school.
What did you want government to also do for you again?
To give us school bus.
For her part, the head of administration department of the Center for Peace and Environmental Justice, Mrs. Tina Agidi, applauded the Delta State government for its prompt action following CEPEJ's intervention and called for its sustenance.
Say a big thank you to the government led by Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa for his efforts. When we visited the school early this year, it was nothing to reckon with. The atmosphere was so unconducive for the children. After much inquiry, we were made to understand that there is a site that is under development, and we came down to visit the site. When we came, it was at a German level. Nothing has been done, but we want to give God praise and we want to say a big thank you to him, because as at today when we came, we saw that the building has risen to the point of even roofing. Though more job needs to be done, we want to still plead with him that he should facilitate his work here so that the building can be completed and the children will move down, because that place is not conducive. And we also want to appeal to him to use his good office to construct a similar building like this, because this one is not enough to accommodate all the children. They are going to pack all of them in one class. Like we learned from the HM, they have 2 arms of each of the classes, which means primary 1 have 2 arms, primary 2 to primary 6, which means they are going to put two arms in one of the classes, which is not too good for their health as well. So they should work on that and try to make sure that they facilitate efforts on that so that the children can have a good atmosphere of learning.
All garbage can be removed from in and around the school environment.
Once again, I want to sincerely thank and appreciate His Excellency Senator Dr. Okowa for yearning to the cry and the call of debtors, particularly on the Ijakpa primary school in Uwe local government area of Delta State, where our organization, the Center for Peace and Environmental Justice, early this year, visited as a result of call from the community and from the school, where we also visited and see for ourselves that the environment is not conducive for the pupils and the surrounding is terribly bad in terms of environmental degradation, because there are heaps of waste bins that are there, and we intervene. As a non-governmental organization, our primary role is to complement government efforts, and in line with that, we have to put a call to the government of Delta State through written and video clip to show the evidence of what the school's environment and the entire area look like. And today, the government of Delta State, as a result of that, I'm yielding to the call as a listening government, has embarked on reconstruction of the school premises. And today we have one of the buildings at the roofing stage that have been roofed. So we want to sincerely thank and appreciate the governor for yearning to the call of us and debtors. And I also want to seize this opportunity to appeal to the governor to use his good office to instruct the Ministry of Environment to embark on cleaning the entire environment with using bulldozers to evacuate those wastes that are there, so that to make the environment conducive for these young peoples that are there. So in a nutshell, what the government have done, we are very glad, we are very happy. We know there are a lot of similar primary schools and secondary schools around the state. I will also use this medium to appeal to the government to visit, set up a rural education monitoring committees so that they can go to some of these interior communities and begin to find a better way, because Ijakpa Primary School is inside Wari, inside Uwe. That is why we could be able to. But there are a lot of communities, a lot of schools in some rural communities that we cannot access. The people cannot get access to government to complain about the environment, about the condition of the school. So the government should please set up a rural education monitoring committee that will go around to ascertain the level of the condition of the school so that government can intervene on behalf of the people. Thank you.